Hello, my name is Paul Routledge and I'm the CEO of landlordreferencing.co.uk. I'm a portfolio landlord, and over the many years that I've been a landlord, I've realised that when referencing a potential tenant, I was always reliant on what the tenant told me was their previous landlord or letting agent. What an antiquated way to vet people that we rely upon for our income. After an incident 5 years ago where I was stabbed in the head by a tenant, I decided that traditional tenant referencing, relying on what the tenant told us and by just taking a simple credit reference, was just not good enough anymore. Here we are in the 21st century with this fast-moving cross-border migrations in an internet world, and we were relying solely on what the tenant told us was their references before we offered them our investments, our incomes and our pension. This was total madness. We needed something far more powerful, a system where landlords and letting agents across the UK can communicate legally with one another to pass on their experiences of their previous tenants. We needed somewhere we could stop the bad ones and give the good tenants the credit they deserve. The one thing we want is good tenants, better clients, and the one thing we don't want is to take somebody else's bad ones. I needed to find the solution. So I spent several months talking to the ICO and solicitors, trying to find a way that we could comply with data protection and a way that we could all benefit from sharing our information whilst keeping us all safe. We needed to be able to share and send out a clear message to tenants that if they ripped off one of us, they would be ripping off all of us, and therefore they wouldn't get a home with any of us. Landlords and letting agents needed a system where, like our credit files, we could all share information on our tenants, so we never took one another's bad tenants and only got one another's good tenants in the future. And from that initial concept, landlordreferencing.co.uk was born. Landlordreferencing.co.uk is the only truly interactive and safe data protection compliant data sharing system in the UK today. Landlord Referencing has now entered its 5th year of trading. And with the launch of our new tenant history reports and our new branding tenantreferencinguk.com, we can offer landlords and letting agents the entire range of traditional referencing tools alongside our unique tenant history reports. And of course, we are one of the only companies that offers 4-minute immigration and fraud documentation check. With this, we also offer our members one of the best rent guarantee products in the market with legal expenses and the much acclaimed malicious damage insurance. This of course protects landlords in the future. At Landlord Referencing, tenant referencing becomes part of what we do together rather than relying on what the tenant tells us. We have entered a new era of referencing whereby we no longer just reference our tenants, but we become part of the tenant's history in the future. So, what is the private rented sector market doing? At the moment, UK media are reporting constantly about the shortage of new homes being built. And the private rented sector are seeing more and more landlords being created every week. The UK currently reports around 1.5 million landlords supporting 9 million rental properties. Market resources say that the rented sector is about to double within the next decade. Because of this massive growth, we really understand that professional tenant referencing for all is a must. And with Landlord Referencing's unique tenant histories, this can only add to the security of these landlords in the future. Because as more join, we create more histories. It is a fact that good landlords want good tenants, and good tenants create good neighbourhoods. I have done many seminars and talks over the years, and whenever I tell people about landlord referencing, the majority always join. And my experience is that good landlords, letting agents, and good tenants all want inclusion into something that gives them better homes, better security, and better communities. Our intention is to reinvest our shareholders' investments into getting the word out about Landlord Referencing's unique tenant history reports right across the UK. And I believe that when they hear about us, they will join us, because we all want the same thing: a better, safer private rented sector, better tenants that pay their rent. Landlord Referencing has taken over 5 years to develop its product list, and now has the largest selection of referencing tools available to its members. Many of our products are free for those who interact and network, whilst our other products are supported by partners and they are provided at a fixed cost. This, coupled with our insurance products and other future services, including our Let Directory, will provide solid revenue streams for the future. We are ahead of other referencing companies because we are the only company in the UK that offers a tenant history report uploaded by the previous landlord or letting agent, and one of the only companies that offers immigration and fraud document verification from a legitimate verification company within 4 minutes of checking a document. Landlord Referencing is 5 years ahead of anyone else in tenant data collection. And with this new investment and marketing growth, we believe we can command a very high profile across the entire tenant referencing spectrum in the future. I'm looking to raise up to £300,000 from our members and networkers to introduce the company to the entire PRS community. The revenue raised will be used solely for the development and growth of landlord referencing as I bring it to market debt-free. I believe with the right investment, we can get the message out to everyone, and I know when we do, we will develop the largest interactive tenant history database in the UK. If you want to be a market leader, you need the best products in the market. And at Landlord Referencing, we are market leaders in tenant referencing. So I ask you to invest from as little as £199 up to whatever you are happy with to become part of this unique network and become part of our future. Join me here at landlordreferencing.co.uk. Thank you.